Hello, welcome to Game 6 already of the World Championship 2024, sixth stage. This is a two-player game against Wawrzyniec. I have good results so far. We will look at the standings at the end of this game. But first let's have a look at this game. So I'm in first position and I basically have the choice between EG and Boudica. If I take Boudica, he can take EG plus rich land and then just wait for Confucius to drop since I have a leader already, and then he basically has 3 rocks advantage over me with slightly better leader, so I don't really like this option. And I'll just take EG. He can probably take away Confucius from me then, so you get Confucius either way. But at least I have the EG then and don't give him 3 rocks. And I probably get Alex then, which is a worse leader than Confucius, but if we look at the leaders and wonders, the setup, the leaders in H1 are maybe the perfect setup or close to it for Alexander, because they're all mostly easily usable leaders. No situational ones like Michelangelo or whatever, not the most weak ones, no transition leaders like Columbus or Eleanor who are powerful but only for short time, so I think this is close to the perfect setup for Alex, and so I was actually pretty happy to get Alex in this situation. So he will indeed take Confucius. And then library does come out, which is a pity because I can't really get it. So I have Alex with a 4-step wonder. That's not ideal because Alex already costs an extra civil action. So having a 4-step wonder with him is not great. But yeah, like I said, I think the leader setup is close to perfect for Alex. And there's not really another option besides skipping the wonder, I suppose, but so wait for Colosseum. Yeah, but Stonehenge is pretty good, so I'll just manage. I also have no wasted actions now, so should be doable. And also what's good is the library will be put on the 6th spot, so he'll have to take it for 2. So that's good. And interestingly, he does not take the library for 2, he actually takes the Colossus. So no Swiss in the game, no what's his name? Cook even. Yeah, just takes Colossus. Apparently he likes Colossus. I don't think it's good in 2-player. Like okay, if Swiss is in, sure. It's not terrible by any means. It's definitely playable. So, but yeah, it doesn't produce culture, so that's always awkward in 2-player. Culture is so much stronger, which makes wonders that produce culture automatically a bit better compared to those who don't. So yeah, he goes for Colossus. Interesting choice. We'll see how it goes. Of course, having to pay 2 for library is also awkward. So I get rid of Alex just to have the cheap food, like have the XP yellow, so I can pop this turn, and then I'll just do a turn that doesn't require me to take any cards because there are no good cards, and just pop twice, build 2 stages. So I don't get a lab, but at least I use my actions efficiently and don't have to take any bad cards, and can probably finish Stonehenge pretty soon already. Again, with the 4-step wonder and Alex, I don't want to waste civil actions, don't want to get in trouble with them. He builds a 3rd farm. takes frugality A over frugality 1 and takes the bread and circuses. So that's interesting. First of all, yeah, like the way the Carter was now, the A over 1 makes sense because he's leaving the code on 2. Oh, yeah, I actually forgot to mention that the code was on this spot and I considered taking it for 3 but preferred not touching the row and leaving it on 3. I think taking it for 3 is still expensive, especially with already having to spend a lot of actions. So I preferred leaving it on 3, and yeah, if he wants to take it for 3, he can do it, but he also doesn't want to do it. Of course, doesn't want to let it drop to 1 either, so therefore the rather awkward frugality A. He also takes the bread and circus and built a third farm, so those are interesting choices. He populated, but yeah, again, if he doesn't want to move the cart row, then he's kind of forced into something like this. Building the third farm along with populating means that he can still get an extra pop next turn and use that frugality, so that's good. Bread and circus is interesting. There's no Pierre in this game. Darwin is there though. So did he already get rebellion or immigration? It's possible. Might be a reason to go for this. And also it definitely looks like a strength push setup. Having a third farm is good in aggressive game. Colossus and bread and circuses, this already looks like he might go for something aggressive even. So I definitely take the code. Finish the Stonehenge not using the EG. That's always a bit annoying to be stuck with EGA in hand. But looking at the other wonders, Himeji Universals and Great Wall, all of those would be really nice to have and are good for using the EGA on, and the St. Pete's will be gone. But this one is often awkward to use an EGA on because you have to use it on the middle step and it gets a bit annoying sometimes. While these you can use it on the first step, so if you get one of those wonders fairly late, still often possible to just use your EG on the first step and not be in trouble with those. So it's not too bad having it in hand still, even though I generally don't like it. And other than that, yeah, taking the code was mandatory, and then yeah, this is just how I get out of corruption. I suppose I could pop as well and build a lab maybe, but I was eyeing this second copy of printing press, which I should be able to go for next turn, and then I don't really want a second lab because there are all 3 of the good leaders for printing presses are in the game, so it would be nice to have a printing press. And yeah, I also tried, yeah, I couldn't really go for this printing press because I have to take the code, so I'll try to go for the second copy of printing press, which with the 5th civil action should be possible, and then I have a culture producing advantage already and can set up defense for whatever he's trying after that. So he builds a second lab now, takes a knight, and develops bread and circuses. Yeah, so he's definitely going for that pretty soon then. So it really signifies immigration or rebellion might be in the deck already. Other than that, this Zichka is scary because he has the knights. Yeah, so we'll see if I can take it for 2. So meanwhile, I have drawn 2 heavy cavalries and not much else. Some events, but I'm not going to push the deck. I want to keep the deck a bit slow at this point. And I still want to go for the printing press, so let's just do that already. And then I have to get out of corruption by popping basically, and I take the swordsman in hand. So that means I'm leaving him Zhitska, but Fred is also on the row, and so I think otherwise I'd have to take the Zhitska if no leader was here. But I think with Fred I can use him twice next turn if I want to, and put up a reasonable defense. Also, there were Great Wall and Himeji in this game, and I was hoping to get either of those wonders to help me defend as well. The Reds. Takes EG and Zhitska, yeah, that's pretty obvious probably. Builds Bread and Circus, selects Zhitska, and pops. And plays no tactic, that's meaningful. So maybe he just has a knight tactic and or doesn't even want to show an infantry tactic to me. But with the extra draws, it's maybe a little optimistic that I don't have him, but maybe he has even multiples, I don't know. Or he just has a knight tactic and prefers drawing first. Yeah, could be that as well. So I have to be very careful now because he's still one rock short of building 2 knights. But if that rock shows up here, then he could have a double phalanx all of a sudden, and that's +4, +6, so puts him at 12 strength. So I have to start being very careful now. I still don't see it. I don't want to see events for now, because he's going to be stronger for sure. So I elect Barbarossa now and use him once to build another warrior. Took the monarchy in hand and built a second printing press. So the Great Wall is on the board, and yeah, he still has the Colossus. He could just finish it and take the Great Wall, but with the knights in hand, just seems awkward, like not something he wants to do. So my plan is to go for the Great Wall, and yeah, assume that he doesn't get the double phalanx yet, I suppose. Yeah, because there's actually only one card that gives an extra rock. Sorry, 2 cards, never mind. Yeah, because I'm just hoping he doesn't get double phalanx just now. And then later on, you can get an extra swordsman, go to 4, 5 maybe. Yeah, this monarchy is very important as well, giving me an extra MA. I will definitely need that. And then I'm hoping to go for the Great Wall soon after. Maybe this second printing press is optimistic, but I kind of need both of these texts as well. So I draw the immigration, interestingly. So yeah, that's not an event that's in there. We get an extra population. So no rocks is good. Well, rocks would be good for me as well, so yeah, because of Great Wall. But maybe it's good that it's delayed. He does have the phalanx, but doesn't go for any just yet. Okay, just build the Colossus first. Yeah, he also still needed to build the Colossus, so no, he's at 5 rocks, so still no double knight just yet. But the first one will already put him at 9, but that's probably fine. Just have to go, but it's not for a border conflict. So I take the Great Wall now. The irrigation, which he skipped actually when it was on 1, and so I have the only copy of it. And go for a swordsman, an upgrade. And yeah, I took the wall and built the first step using that EGA. I have 3 production. There's just a resource here, so gonna be a little hard to finish this, but yes, I made myself stronger. That's important because if Foray of Border or Border Conflict is in there, he now cannot get extra rocks like this, so he's not threatening just yet. I'll have another turn before it gets scary. I have the Dark Age still in hand, which might be useful. I can go for Monarchy next turn, and then this Dark Ages might be good to prevent his H2 government from coming. He builds knights, takes the breakthrough, didn't see it. So yeah, probably strength events are in there. And also warfare, yeah, just taking cards. And he's at 9 strength now, but that's okay. With the monarchy, I have enough to defend. And then hopefully my Great Wall will be ready in time, like 6 rocks here plus this 2. So I should be able to finish the Great Wall, get another 3 strength. Maybe, yeah, I can even build another warrior if I have to. So that should be okay. He gets cards, so it's very important that I don't fall behind because he can have H2 aggressions or wars even. So I build another warrior, and yeah, I'll take these reserves. So like I said, this gives me just enough rocks to finish the Great Wall. I'll have to hope the top event isn't Rebellion, because then it doesn't work, but yeah, that's just how it is. And then I have 3 more actions, and I'll take this cannon. Yeah, nothing much I want to do here. I'm not gonna go for this iron, probably. Like I can still next turn, but I'm low on science now. I think this irrigation is more important. This is a military game, and then I think it's fine to skip the iron. Just and yeah, this can. Okay, there's 2 copies, of course, but I have the Great Wall. Would be nice to draw defensive, perhaps. So yeah, just having this in hand already could be useful, especially because I don't have a tactic, right? So Crime Wave. And it is a Rebellion. So it costs him 2 actions as well, but he gets to build a second phalanx. And another bread and circuses, and goes up to 16 strength. Yeah, and so the plan was to go for reserves and finish the wall, which would give me 4 strength, put me at 10. Still not secure against this, but I'd have a chance to draw a card. I'd have 3 draws, so yeah, plus I'd already had 2, so 5 draws might be enough to dissuade an attack. But yeah, now I'm screwed. So only 2 actions this turn. Yeah, and so now I use the reserves for food and build another swordsman. Because yeah, like I said, he got 6 draws probably. Yeah, he also went for the warfare even, so so yeah, he might have an H2 aggression, and so I go for basically the only way to stop it, which is having 1 draw to draw a defense card, or at least make him like go for the play that might make him believe I have already drawn 1, because then I could defend. It's not a defense card, and that's an aggression. Yeah, 0-0. Yeah. So stupid rebellion. And he goes up to 18, has the phalanx now. And has some time now to go for the iron. Start upgrading his economy. Well, I'm stuck on nothing. Take the Darwin, yeah, because Fred's out of work anyway, so that works out okay. Can take strategy and develop it even. Just enough science for that. And then yeah, take the reserves for 3 because yeah, obviously I don't need anything but yellow cards at this point. So still hoping to finish that wall maybe, but not gonna happen yet. And at least I can defend now. So we're not out yet. His economy is not that much better. He'll have the iron upgrades now. Okay, that's of course the effect of getting plundered so soon. But I have culture production now. I have good government. Yeah, and someday I'll finish the Great Wall maybe. And yeah, still think this is not. Of course, if there are strength events coming now, then yeah, might hurt as well. I draw a defense card now. Okay, that's just Confucius event. Upgrades the mines now, yeah. So he'll have rock advantage for sure. And this Republic is annoying because he can revolution or go with max. I see that I think independence declaration. Kind of assuming I won't get colonies anyway. And I just want to score points at this point. I'm behind and 2 points is already significant. So I'll just start seeding. Like all the events I had are pretty bad already. The independence I think won't hit me, and yeah, immigration is obviously terrible. Crime wave 2, especially the blue token loss would hurt actually. Dark Ages I could seed of course, but I'm expecting him to go for revolution with this at some either max or normal, I don't know. So it's not gonna block his H2 government, and yeah, just felt I want to go for this cannon at some point. Hopefully have a tactic for it. Take the wave for 3 and take the team sports. Yeah, that's kind of obvious I suppose. And I went for 1 upgrade on the farms. I can't go for the wall this turn anyway. I can still go for it next turn, so might as well get this 1 farm upgrade and then get something going a little bit. Yeah, and next turn I'll just finish the wall probably. And I leave Max here, but yeah, it was not really much of a decision because I wasn't going to take these anyway. Border conflict comes out unfortunately. And Max. Yeah, only 14 cards in the deck at this point, so getting the value from Max is good. It's very good. And he even builds a fort mine this turn. I didn't miss it before, right? No, he builds a fort mine. It's interesting because he doesn't really have population. He skipped the irrigation. The breeding is gone too. I kind of didn't pay attention to that. Yeah, so no breeding, no irrigation. So he's kind of stuck on this population for now. But there's Ocean Liner in the game, and he has the EG in hand, took the architecture, so okay, that's the plan. And he's probably, he's sure he will get it because I'm still building a wall, and even if I finish it this turn and the Ocean Liner isn't there, how am I going to finish an Ocean Liner? So yeah, he's secure he will get it, and then just already builds a fort mine, so he gets lots of rocks, can just build the ocean liner real quick with the architecture and DG and have lots of rocks and population then. Not much science, but yeah, if he gets to 12, let's say, then he can upgrade these with the architecture, or maybe go for this first, we'll see. But he has some good options. See it again, the crime wave this time. It goes into the next deck, so still a while. And yeah, I think this is the third or fourth time that I get super bad economic progress on this in this series. It's also becoming a theme. Yeah, 1 food, 1 rock. Yay. So have to finish the wall now. Yeah. Oh yeah, the border conflict happened, and yeah, it's super awkward because I'll need the +1 food to cover for this, and don't want to lose my lab because Darwin, I mean, this is a miserable civilization, so I'm just trying to score points at this point and hope that he somehow cannot catch up. So I don't want to lose the lab. Also, yeah, the science is still relevant too, of course. So the mine goes because I was so swimming in rocks anyway. So okay, take the rev ID. It's a good yellow. Take the efficient upgrade. Want to upgrade something, maybe the farm, but probably hoping for like even an oil or whatever, like with reserves, or a computer if I get gates or something, like something to get out of the misery. Yeah, I'll just need rocks, and this will hopefully at some point give them. That's the plan. Also, yeah, what else do I even do? Just the last action, right? So I had to finish the wall, I had to grab this. Yeah. Territories, okay, because I have these cards now, and mobile artillery, that's kind of just mocking me, I think. And now civil unrest, yeah. So I'm stronger at this point, but still get hit by bad events. And he takes Harvard. I was a little surprised by this because he has the scientific methods to go for, and I thought Oceanliner was more important even, but he can just go for Oceanliner next turn because yeah, I'm not. No, I can deny it, but that's kind of silly. Deletes a warrior, interesting, and goes for another knight, okay, and has the hussars, and then he's stronger again. Pity. I see the inhabited and politics of strength come out. Yeah, he got stronger with the hussars and gets this. So I'll still really need a tactic because this mobile artillery just won't do it. And instead I just lose my draws again. And I'll take the cavalryman because yeah, I have the signs at least to go for those decks, but it's just gonna be, yeah, I put in this territory, maybe this one at some point, so maybe I can transition to this, have the wave, have the signs for those decks. Still pretty bad. And I have to get out of corruption, so I built a printing press, which is also awkward because I want this team sports and I'm at +2 production, and now I'm not going to get there. But yeah, alternative, like I can upgrade this mine, but that doesn't do anything. I'm at exactly 1 population increase at this point. I can just increase my population to get out of corruption this turn actually. Yeah, so it's just I want to get ahead in culture basically. But maybe that's greedy, I don't know. well, greedy. I have to be greedy. This game is lost pretty much, so I just try to score culture at this point. But maybe, yeah, I think my plan is that I will get some yellow next turn, and so that I can still finish this then. Yeah, let's just see the rest of the turn first. Go for Rev ID, just making space, I suppose. Breakthrough, and develop this to make space, and yeah, pop. Immigration can go, yes. And yeah, don't draw cards, of course. So yeah, it's awkward because I'm at +2 only. But I'm hoping to get reserves or urban growth next turn, so I can at least get this built. I can still develop something to make space with the breakthrough, so I'm not in immediate hand space trouble. And then yeah, if I get the yellow next turn, get this going, get some military going, maybe I can pressure him enough to let the culture lead work. That's the plan. But I don't know if it's a good plan, but the good plans are not in this civilization currently. So yeah, no colonies. Yeah, he gets the ocean line. I considered denying it actually, but then he gets like Manhattan or whatever, and instead, and yeah, he'll take another wonder, probably Manhattan, and I don't know. That's awkward too, or even yeah, I don't know. Louvre even. I don't know. He had like ours just go for scientific methods. Just felt like blocking this wonder. Yeah, not great. So it's also H3. It's two-player game. We have some civil actions, so it's not gonna last that long. So I don't think I can really stop this. Okay. Yeah, and Bill Gates is on the board, and yeah, that's also a problem. He has Max, wants to replace him, has a scientific method going now, can just go Gates, get Pop, build, upgrade, and yeah, that's great. So yeah, concede the Vast now then, just keep grabbing the 2 points. And Ravages comes out, and this is also a problem. Because I lose this happy face, and as you see, I have to disband a warrior to have 4 unhappy people now. And also, no reserves, no urban growth on the board. There is the military build-up, that's good, but I need something to get going here now. And yeah, I'll take the military build-up. I have to make space, and I develop the cannons. It's kind of close if I should develop the cannons or the cavalrymen, because I can go for this phalanx. Oh yeah, I made a mistake last turn. I should have copied the phalanx. I had extra actions and I forgot. Maybe even more than one turn, I don't know. But definitely last turn I could have copied phalanx, and that was pretty dumb not to. Yeah. And yeah, as I said, this Bill Gates is just too good for him. And I take it away, which is also not great, but yeah. And I'm going to try to set up an upgrade to a computer at some point. So again, I need the reserves now, plus the efficient upgrade to go for a computer. But the fact that I don't have reserves now is just too painful. Yeah, I think I really needed one right now, so to have a hope of setting up like either an oil or a computer or something, but I just couldn't. Like with the +2 and the efficient upgrade, I'm not getting anywhere. I'm still short on any upgrade, and I really needed a reserves at this point to have a shot at that, or even urban growth to build this and get to use this wave military buildup maybe. But like, as it is, I can't do anything, and yeah, this is basically a lost civilization. Think you, yeah, I'm like 30 culture ahead at this point, but there's just no way that he can't find a way to catch up, I think. Because I'm still completely locked next turn. That's the point. If I had a reserves, I could do something next turn and maybe have some hope, but this is now, yeah, too sad. So my people are on the run basically. They are for there's an evil Polish invader, and my people are now on the boats, on the Beagle, uh, fleeing inland. We took all our treasures. We have all our gold with us, and we are fleeing. We built a wall to stop them for a bit, and now we are running. And I don't know how Darwin got involved in all this, but yeah, that's we also take the turtles. We have the turtles and the lizards and whatever. He can keep studying on the boats on the Beagle, and Bill Gates is on board. Okay, I win this territory. Something good. So we actually discovered a new land while we were fleeing with our gold. He takes Manhattan now. Yeah, that was a bit scary too. And goes to 10 science production. But he didn't take this computer, so we can try. And I now have people that can work. And build some cannons. Yeah, I used the wave and the patriotism just to make more space. And now there's reserves and a computer, but yeah, I think it's a little too late. Playing the tactic. And yeah, draw this tactic too. Crime wave. He actually uses the crime wave. And go for movie Chaplin. So he found a way to produce culture now. And take civil service. And so we pause the game at this point. He's now at 55, I'm at 69, so 14 culture behind only, and already catching up 4 per turn. Yeah, this thing already gives him 10 points as well. So yeah, I think it's lost at this point. So yeah, I was like I'm going over this game a little fast at this point perhaps, but there were some things I was thinking about at various points. Like here I have hybrid war, so I even have funny plans like so hybrid war, delete on swordsman, play build up, cavalryman, build 2, and he can only finish Manhattan. I think I win that war actually by 4 points if I remember. Yeah, and I build a team sports in that scenario as well, I think. Yeah, that just works out. But then I don't have anything going. Sure, I steal 4 culture, but yeah, the alternative is going for a computer now, and yeah, it's just gonna be more value than 8 culture to have the computer going. But even either way, also the hybrid aspect is not hurting him. He has 9 happy faces at this point, so yeah, I can't hurt him with the hybrid, and what I do is worth more than 8 culture for sure. So yeah, do lose my culture production, but I get some rocks going at least, and just take another reserves. But yeah, at this point, I tried some weird plans as well, but I just did not see any way this game was going to end well, and so just from here on going through the motions and finishing the game because I don't see any way it can end well for me. And if we pause again after the production, so he's at 82 and he is now ahead of me. So yeah, I'm not going to catch up ever. So we'll get the engineering, can build another computer, yeah, and develop the cavalryman because it's last turn. Even the vast. Gets another movie. Satellites, sure. And another movie, yeah, sure. So he has 4 MAs, so I can't aggress him either. Put in impact of colonies, government comes out. And now if you look at my civilization now, it actually looks pretty nice, no? So I have good strength, tactic, even chance to upgrade, all my happy faces, computers with gates. Yeah, looks great civilization. I don't know what you were complaining about. Huh. Okay, game's over and he has way more culture now, of course. Yeah, that was 1414, sorry, just clicking it through now. But as you see, this game is over. So yeah, a really badly timed rebellion, I think, and then getting aggressed at the start of H2 because I couldn't finish the wall. I mean, even if I finished the wall, it might still have been happening like this. So. But anyway, I think also later on the events all just came out wrong, and yeah, it really wasn't. It was a slaughter. But okay, it happens. Season is still going fine overall, so this is just a game to forget for me, which is why I'm recording it on video so I can cut it forever after. Okay, as I said at the start, I'm also going to have a look at the standings, and the standings are on the screen now. So I still have a large lead if you just look at the points, but I also have the most game finished as usual. And yeah, so E5 is definitely not winning the group. He can score 13 more points, which puts him at 16.5, and that's not enough. Wawrzyniec can still gain 8 and 10 points, so 18, 24.5, which is enough to win the group in theory, but requires that I score no more points basically. If we ignore the draws or whatever, then 2 points is enough to overtake that, but also requires that Pascalotopia doesn't score too many points. So I think he has, yeah, he of course has to win all 4 of his remaining games to win the group, and then also I don't have to score any points, and E5 has to beat Pascalotopia in 2-player and so on. So a lot of things that need to go very right for Wawrzyniec to win the group. Pascalotopia still has good chances to win the group though, only has 3 games finished. So yeah, if he beats me in the remaining games that we have, then he is definitely still in contention to win the group. I think if I win one more of my 2 remaining games, then I should win the group for sure. But if I don't, then I have to hope all the results work out the right way so that nobody overtakes me, but that's not gonna be easy. But yeah, so 2 more games. I need, let's say, 1 more win, which is hard. I mean, every game in this group is super hard. As you saw, you can get this. I can get destroyed completely as well. So yeah, still need 1 more win, and they're not easy to come by. I mean, I had not expected to win 4 games already in this group, so still gonna be hard to win 1 more. So still everything very tense and exciting in this group. So maybe this loss was good, because otherwise it wasn't close anymore perhaps, but now it definitely still is, and everything is still on the line in the 2 remaining games. See you next time.